I'm sorry, Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi, they screwed you over, Mr. Miyagi. No, they didn't, bro. I hate it here.
I hate it here!
I'm just kidding, kind of. This movie got a lot of flaws, bro. But it's not as bad as people are saying, I'm gonna be honest. First things first, I'm gonna tell you why the movie is trash. In every Karate Kid movie, whether you go to the 80s, whether you go to the 2010 version, the movies are based on a kid dealing with problems in society, and he goes to karate to fix his problems. You get what I'm saying? Pick up what I'm putting down. In this movie, it's about a kid who knows how to fight, and he just fights. That's it. There's no depth to the character. Did I say it right? Depth. Shoot, I'm in debt, man. Somebody send me like $25, man. All right. But even though in the movie, again, no spoilers, this kid, he has a deep backstory, bro. Very, very sad story. But even with the story, it feels soulless. They did not go deep enough into it for me to feel something for the man. You get what I mean? Even in the saddest parts, there's probably one scene, and I'm gonna say it includes something tragic, something perhaps fatal. I felt a little something. That's the only time I felt like a true emotion in this movie. And I feel like that's what the problem is. If you go back to the 80s, Daniel getting beat on, even though he might have been in the wrong a little bit. Him getting beat on, his eye black, him crying, his mother being a single mother. It's like we get to see all this stuff go down, and it's like you feel Daniel. If you go to 2010 with Jaden Smith, I know a lot of people like to hate on the movie. That movie's legendary. I don't care. A kid is yanked away from his home. They went to another country where they don't talk his language. Like, well, no, they do talk. They're smarter than China. They speak English. You go to China. He's stripped away from his home. SpongeBob don't even speak English. He can't even enjoy SpongeBob. You get to see the background of that character, and it's like you feel him. You feel Dre when he gets beat up. When he gets a black eye and he goes home, you feel for him. When he finds Mr. Han, when he finds Miyagi, you're like, what? Like, man, you feel it. This movie has no soul. This movie is soulless. That is why a lot of people are hating on the movie, rightfully so. And you want to know why it feels soulless, bro? The pacing is absolutely garbage. It is trash. Again, in those other movies, it was about a kid in society, right? So we don't even get to know karate. We don't get to none of that extra stuff until Daniel gets beat up. But if you look at Dre and you look at Daniel, we don't even get to look at any fighting until they get beat up for the first time. And so you feel so bad for him. You feel for him. This movie starts out with fighting, starts out with the kung fu. He's not some loser kid. You know what I mean? Which, again, he knows how to fight. Okay, cool. But they could have done, I'm not a writer, I'm not a director, and I don't think I would be. I don't think I could be. I think it'd be a terrible one. So I'm just saying recommendations. Yes, he knows how to fight, but give us more into his character. Let us know who he is. You know what I mean? Don't jump right into the story. Oh, cool, he knows how to fight. He knows all these cool moves, cool, tough. Oh, he moves to New York City. Oh, and then it moves like this. We don't even get to meet him. We don't get to meet him at all. He meets the girl, he meets the family, he meets the bully and everything within 5 minutes. That's not a spoiler, is it? Shoot, I hope it's not, I'm sorry. The movie moves so fast. We go from China to New York. He's in school, he's out of school, he's beat up, he meets the girl, he meets the dad, all in like a 10-minute span of the first 10 minutes. Can we learn the character? Can we learn about who he is? Can we get connected with him first, please? Before we get introduced to the girl, before we get introduced there. And again, I mean, technically, we did meet Ali and we did meet, I forget what the Asian girl's name is. I'm sorry, I forget her name. But we did meet them pretty early, but we got a deeper backstory of the kids, of the past Karate Kids, Kung Fu Kid, whatever we want to call them. I felt there was a deeper story, a deeper connection. This movie just moved way too fast. It was bad. On top of that, spoiler alert, they write in boxing for no reason. They don't even use bro, Li Fong does not even use why is Li Fong training somebody in box? What does that have to do with anything? It has nothing to do with anything. What is that? What are you doing? Come on, bro. What are you doing? What are you talking about? If they would have cut out that training montage, all that extra stuff, we would have been cool. And I think they wrote that because he's dealing with some form of PTSD, but we don't need a 30-minute build-up to deal with that. We don't need that. Cut that part out. Slow it down. Let us meet the character. Let us meet his mom. We didn't even see, who's his mom? I don't even know who that is. On top of that, the villain was trash. We saw him 4 times on the screen. We didn't even see Dog. He didn't even give him the beat down like that. That's like the Karate Kid way. And I think they tried to go a different way with it. And I think they could have hit the nail on the head, but they absolutely did not. They did not. But that is the first half of the movie, I'm gonna be honest. Once we get past a certain point and somebody's introduced, the movie starts moving a bit faster. And then you start to feel emotions. You know what I'm saying? You start to get into it, you know what I'm saying? But that's about after an hour and 20 minutes. So the first hour and 20 minutes, this, besides the fight scenes, disregarded, okay? And then at the very end, the final fight scenes, the final tournament, it ain't even no heart in it. I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? But I did still feel joy in the end. I did still feel joy in the end. But I'm going to be honest, I think that's because I'm biased and I like the Karate Kid. So when it comes to the reviews and everybody calling it trash, I see where they are coming from and I'm not mad at it. But as a Karate Kid fan, I still enjoyed it. I'm not going to lie. And that's why I said I rated it a 7 out of 10. You might be like, oh my gosh, you just disrespected the movie. Technically, yeah, but I still enjoyed it. I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that second half made it feel better. You know what I'm saying? They start becoming friends. We get to actually learn the characters. It's actually cool. The pacing still needed work, but it got a little bit better. You know what I mean? And it was straight, and I started to like it a little bit. That's why I rated it a 7 out of 10. So yeah, with the biases. If I wasn't biased, it'd probably be a 4. But because I'm biased, it gets a 7. On top of that, one thing I noticed is that I hated the way it was shot. For some, I don't know who directed it, who's behind it, but it was like waist up. I barely saw any full body shots, bro. It was just cutting. So many cuts. Get rid of that. I don't know what that style is. Fix it before I get angry. Yeah, the end is a bit heartfelt. You finally feel a little something. Towards the end, you start to, get to feel the characters out a little bit. What you start to feel in the end in this one, you felt in the very beginning with those. And so that's what makes all the difference. They should have did a little bit better in the beginning. It was kind of bad. It was going bad. But yeah, man, I'll also say when it comes to the acting wasn't terrible. There was like a few parts that were kind of like, okay, that was cringe a little bit, like what the heck? But then it came back. It was okay. The acting wasn't shell shocking, but I mean, it's 2025. Not many movies are. All right, so yeah, that is my take on Karate Kid Legends. Yes, I can dog on a movie, but you can also like a bad movie. You know what I mean? Lee Fung, that girl, I think everybody did a good job with the script that they had. It's not on anybody. It's not on none of the actors. It's not on nobody. It's on the writers. All right. Whoever wrote it, whoever directed it, gotta have a talk with you. So in terms of the actors, bro, I hope they have a bright future ahead of them, bro. Wishing them the best, nothing but the best. And I'm out of here, man. It's been Movie Casuals with another casual movie review, and I'm leaving.